Hello, online crew. I am back. I've got lots to sort of share. I don't really know what's going to come out of my mouth right now, but I just want to share a little bit with you about the journey that I've been on for the last sort of couple of weeks and my thoughts about health and business and everything that comes along with being unwell and all the rest of it. So I just got to say it feels amazing to feel healthy and be sitting back in this chair. So first and foremost, for those of you that don't know what's going on, I've not been well for the last couple of weeks, got hospitalized. I'll share a little bit about that at the moment. And it just made me, really recognize and reflect on how important our health is. And I'm actually a relatively healthy person, but you never know what's going to happen. And I couldn't have, well, actually, I may have been able to prevent what's happened. More on that in a second. But it's just good to be here, good to be back, good to be feeling normal again. So firstly, I'll explain a little bit more about all that journey in a second. But just thank you for those of you that are in the know, that have sent me messages or commented on my posts, or I got sent flowers, and my network marketing team really stepped up. I had to cancel calls, I had to cancel trainings, I had to do a lot of things. It's such an inconvenience being sick. Have you kind of sort of felt that before? Like time, money, energy wise, it's not fun being sick. Not only how you physically feel, but everything else, and not only everything in your life, but the loved ones that it impacts, their life, people visiting you in hospital, all those kind of things. Like the flow-on effect from not being well is actually really huge. So yeah, health is number one. Thank you for your comments. Hey, Debbie, good to see you here. Thank you, Sheila. I welcome your comments, and on Instagram over here, if anyone's here. Oh, hey, Cindy, great to see you. Thank you for commenting and for your kind words there. So first and foremost, just for those of you that were in the know, thank you for your love and support and comments and messages, etc. Very much greatly appreciated. Secondly, kind of what went on, could it have been prevented, all those kind of things. I'm generally a fairly fit and healthy person. I exercise pretty much 7 days a week ordinarily. I look after my health. I supplement naturally. I generally take care of myself. Some of you know a couple of years ago, I lost over 23 kilos, which is over 50 pounds. I reversed my lupus, which if you know anything about lupus, it's kind of similar to, pretty bad arthritis, and you're in a lot of pain, and your body hurts. So I know how to look after myself. The issue that I had does reflect a little bit regarding where I live, believe it or not. So let me explain. I knew I had an infection because I could feel it. So I had a UTI, urinary tract infection. I felt I could feel it. I'd had one before in my life, so I kind of knew what it was. I even said to my husband, I think I've got a bladder infection. Anyway, I live in a small country town, a very aging population. To book an appointment in a doctor, you'll be lucky if you get one in 6 weeks. It's just the town that I live in. It is very, very hard to get into a doctor. So because of where I live, my thought process was, I won't be able to get into a doctor anyway. I'll just ride it out. I'll be fine. That was not a good decision. The infection spread. It went into some of my organs. It affected me badly. I had a number of symptoms. I did not relate the UTI to what was happening. I was on day 4 of a migraine before I presented myself to the local hospital. And as soon as I got there, they're like, this is not just a migraine. I'm like, I'm just over my head pounding. Can you please just give me an injection and send me home? And they're like, you're not going anywhere. Then they thought I had meningitis. So they shipped me off in an ambulance to the city, took fluid from my spine, and had all sorts of tests and whatever. But long story cut short, it was me not getting on top of the infection that actually made it worse. And then if you know anything about UTIs and how dangerous they can be, I clearly didn't at the time. I do now. It's not something to mess around with. So if it happens again, I've got preventative measures now. I know what to do to make sure that doesn't happen again. But I share that with you just to, I guess, to raise a little bit of awareness around that kind of situation. And if you know something is wrong, I could have presented myself to emergency quicker. I now know of an avenue in the town that I live in to deal with it. So, it is what is. It happened. My body reacted very badly. But they said you did the right thing, went to hospital, and they gave me lots of fluids and antibiotics, and everything's under control. And when I first came home, I was battling headaches daily for the first 4 or 5 days, and that didn't feel good. But the last 2 days particularly, probably today's my best day. Yesterday was pretty good, so I'm definitely on the mend, and I couldn't be more grateful. I mean, I didn't even know that kind of tests at the chemist. I just thought it'll be fine and I'll write it out. But that is not the right thing to do when you know there's something wrong. So I probably could have prevented it getting to the stage that it did. But it is what is, and I've learned my lesson. So out of this, Cindy, you got the same thing, 6 weeks to see a doctor. And it's just, where I live, we have got housing development after housing development after housing development going up. It's just like this booming population. And there are a lot of us that have lived here, like we've been here 10, 11 years now. I don't know how people are going to get into a doctor. I don't know how all these new people that are moving to our town are going to get into a doctor. Anyway, that's not anything for you to worry about. I'm just sort of sharing, a little bit about what happened, but I'm back on track. I tell you now, I'm even more enthusiastic about what I put in my body, keeping healthy. I'm back to exercising this morning. I taught my class at the gym yesterday, but I'm not overdoing it. I'm just being careful. But health is number one, everybody. And I've always said, I don't know if you guys feel this too, but I've always known within myself when I'm good and I'm feeling good, and when you're physically good, you're mentally better. And when you're mentally better, you'll be more enthusiastic to build your business. Like, can you relate to that? So when you're not feeling amazing, then mentally you're not amazing, and you've certainly got no enthusiasm to build your business. So it all correlates. And for me, being a relatively busy person, although I work nowhere near what I used to. Like some of you might think, I'm a workhorse. I like to work hard and I have a good work ethic. But I don't work anywhere near what I used to. I'm very, very balanced now. I'm very mindful of that. Mental health as well as physical and whatever. So I'm pretty good these days, with my balance. But it's still, when you're in that situation, when you're down and out and you've got to cancel all your calls and cancel trainings and you're not physically feeling well, it messes with your head. And for me, like that, it's kind of, this might sound a little bit wrong, like it's wasted time and energy on not being well. Like I just much prefer to be fit and healthy and happy and enthusiastic and disciplined towards my business, because you're certainly not motivated to do anything in your business when you're physically not feeling well. Like the snowball effect. And you guys would know the science behind when you're physically not well, how that plays out mentally, and then how that plays out in your business, because I say this all the time, that your brain is designed to keep you safe. And when you're not feeling well physically, you won't be in the right mental kind of frame of mind. And if you're not in the mental frame of mind, your brain will literally be telling you, don't do that in your business. Just avoid what it is that you want to do. Go and do this and go and do that. And don't go and do this that you go and need to do, because it doesn't feel good. Because that's just what our brain is designed to do. So your brain, when you're not physically feeling well, will protect you even more. And mentally it'll protect you even more, which is actually even worse for trying to build your business. You'll just end up further and further and further away from where you need to be mentally to build your business. Is that all making sense to you guys? Like, it's all related. So health is number one. It affects everything that you do. And don't underestimate what physical wellness does to your mental wellness, which does to your brain. Because if you're not physically feeling well and mentally feeling on point, then your brain's going, it's okay, we'll keep you safe. You just rest, you just sleep, you just do the things that make you feel good, and you just avoid your business because that doesn't feel good and you're not well at the moment. Don't worry about that. Just park it. Just, that's not where you need to be at the moment. Like our brain will always try to protect us, which is not helpful when you're trying to sort of build a business. Okay. I hope you really kind of understand how that all works. And, your emotional regulation, your stress, your, conflict that goes in your brain. Your brain is designed to keep all of that in a very safe space. So not helpful. But the other thing that, and I put a post on my personal profile this morning about this as well, about what I'm grateful for, because I was literally like exercising this morning thinking, how good is it to exercise? Like how good it, taking in the fresh air, the birds were sort of singing, and it's like, it's just amazing to feel normal. Like extremely grateful for that. But what I'm also grateful for, and this is kind of a business slant on it at the moment as well, is the power of residual income. When you get to the point, and you have to work hard to get to the point where, you've got residual income trickling in, whether you're there or where you're not. Do you know that this industry that we're in, and if you're following me, I'm presuming you're in network marketing, social selling, something of the sorts. Like there is nothing like residual income to get that to a point that if you have to bow out for a while, you get sick or somebody else gets sick and you need to look after them. You need to divert your attention to something else other than business, that you are completely looked after financially. It is worth the fight, guys. I know it's not easy, but it's absolutely worth your time and effort and dedication, and not giving a continental what anybody thinks about the business that you're in. If you've got goals and dreams and you want to be looked after, and you want that residual income nest egg, go after what you want. Because something else that ran through my brain, and this is going to sound maybe even a little bit negative, but it is what is. Everyone kind of cares in the moment, and people are lovely, and I'm so grateful for all the messages and calls. I hope this doesn't come out the wrong way, but this is going to come out the wrong way. I know it is. No one really cares, like, about your business and what you're doing in it and what you're doing in it. Like no one really cares. So why we spend so much time holding ourselves back and worrying about what anybody thinks about what we say, what we post, how we show up, whatever, like no one really cares. So when you show up online in the right way, and you have a personal brand attached to what it is you do, like who you help and what you help them with, and you're proud of that, and you're proud of the business that you're in, and you own that. And when you become valuable online with sharing information about what's important to you, your story, and how you help people, then your business will grow. And you should never let anybody stop you from sharing that, because of the benefits of residual income at the other side of it. It's worth the fight. Does that make sense? Like I'm even more enthusiastic after what I've been through, let alone the health stuff, is to really see the power of residual income. And whether it's traveling or whether you get sick or somebody else in your family gets sick, like the power of having that residual income nest egg. And think about that as you grow older. And, if your business sort of continues to grow and ticks away while you kind of wind down in life, like it's absolutely worth the effort. And stop worrying about what people think, because people aren't thinking about you that much. They might be initially, but they're not really worrying about you or your business or anything like that. So don't give everybody else power over you having the determination to build your business. Again, I hope I'm making sense and that's coming out the right way. It's just worth it. So what am I doing for you guys? So I know what I want to do, and I know what I'm going to be concentrating on with, you know, my health. Like, I feel amazing today, and I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm just going to work on my health every day, even like what I'm eating every day, and just getting back on track. Like, I'm so in tune with looking after myself. The other thing I'm in tune with is, okay, it's the 1st of September. Well, 2nd September in my part of the world, 1st of September for some of you. September, October, November, December. Can you believe it's only 4 months until Christmas? Less than. What you do now in September and October will set you up for more results in your business in November and December. Don't get to November, Black Friday, and then suddenly talk about your Black Friday specials in your company when you haven't shown up the 2 months prior. It won't work. And you'll get disappointed that you didn't maximize Black Friday sales or Christmas sales or whatever. Like, the hard work does now. You know how this works. It's like the hard work that you put in now, you'll benefit from in 2 months or 3 months' time. It's just the way that it works. Every time I do this and get back on track, and it's like, okay, it's not the big things. It's not having a wow moment and it's like I'm suddenly back in my business. It's the small things that you do every day that's going to create the relationships, the connections, and the constant, you know, social media posting with the right attraction marketing angle that'll help people trust you, and people will buy off people that know, like, and trust you. So if you up your game and show up a little bit more in your stories, and you post with more authenticity and genuineness over the next couple of months, you will have better results with Black Friday special. And what company doesn't put Black Friday specials out? You know, around about November, and also Christmas, because Christmas is when people reflect. They hate the jobs and they're like, I want to do something else. Like, everybody's reflecting around December and January. So who do you want to be in front of mind, like in front of those people at that time of year? Like, you want to be front of mind to a lot of connections. So this is why I'll always harp on it. I always come back to 2 things. There's 2 things that you need to be doing all the time to be building your business online: content and conversations. Content and conversations. And you need content and conversations to close to the sale. If you're not doing content and conversations, then you're not closing anything. And if you're kind of like, yeah, I want to up my game, but I don't know where to start, I don't have enough leads online, you know, all that kind of stuff, guess what I'm doing for you this month? And I've completely, like the last few days, I've completely revamped this, rewritten it, and I'm doing a lead generation bootcamp for you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm opening registrations for this on, depending where you're located, Wednesday night if the US, Canada, or Thursday morning on my live. Like, in my live video in 2 days' time, I'll be opening up registrations for this. Brand new workbook, brand new information. So even if you've done this before, you all need leads to build your business. If you're not in any conversations with anybody, if you're not getting leads and you're not having any conversations, you are not growing your business. But there are ways and means around, you know, attracting leads that we'll go through. It's 3 days, not 4. I've completely revamped it. Amazing workbook, which I've completely rewritten for you. It's all ready to go and it's free. So make sure you join me live in not tomorrow, but the next day. So you can get the details for this and register for it, because you all need leads. And some of you need to get rid of the thought process, I need to get customers, I need to get more team members. Yes, we know that that's what you want, but you actually need to attract more leads and have more conversations to be able to close a customer and close a team member. And there are strategies around how to do that. So join me for the boot camp. So I can guide you through that, and then you walk away with the completed, you know, workbook, you know, when you go through the boot camp. So I can help you with that this month. Like, you want to do something like that this month to set yourself up for September and October, you know, for November and December. The other thing, and this is not going to be suitable to all of you, but some of you, now that we're in September, some of you may know I do a VIP mentorship program for 6 months. It's open now this month for a 1st of October intake for the next 6 months. So if you need higher level mentorship, you need more guidance, you need more accountability, Don't even look at it if you're not going to do the work. The amount of people that join my program and don't do the work, like you have to really want it, and you want to be able to do the work. You want to show up for the calls. You want the accountability. You want the direction. You want the strategy. You want the curriculum for 6 months. Like if you're really ready to up your game, then just drop the word VIP or message me the words VIP so I can give you the information to look at. And it's kind of like an expression of interest because I only take 10, and we just need to find out whether you're a good candidate. As far as VIP mentorship goes for a 6-month program, it is not expensive compared to what 6-month, 12-month programs are. Okay, but it is an investment. It's not free. So there's something for everyone in that, in how I can help you. Firstly, show up to my live video, not tomorrow, but the next day, to get some more information about the Lead Generation Bootcamp, what it entails, what I'm going to go through, so you can register for that. That's completely for free. For those of you that are looking for higher level mentorship, because you know you can't do it on your own, and you need some extra guidance and support and accountability for 6 months with a curriculum to follow for 6 months, from, the branding piece to getting organized, to DMOs, to the mindset piece, to, lead magnets, to, automation, to, whatever kind of you need to recruiting and prospecting and all those kind of things, then either drop the word VIP or message me, and I'll give you the information about what that kind of entails, because some of you might need that. Okay. So kind of to wrap this up, I'm just so grateful to be normal and healthy, and I'm upping my game with my health. I would encourage you all to do the same. Don't underestimate your health, because whatever age that you are, we're not getting any younger, and things just start deteriorating even more. Those of you that are not exercising, start moving your body. Those of you, particularly women going through perimenopause or menopause, start lifting some gentle weights, build some muscle on your body. You need it for your bones. You need it for your health. You need it for your metabolism. You need it to be able to burn fat. Like, just take priority of your health and what you put in your mouth. Get rid of a lot of the sugar and the heavy carbs and stuff like that. Like, it's not that difficult to look after yourself a little bit better, all of you. Okay. And secondly, stop giving your power away when it comes to your business to other people's opinions or the thoughts in your head about what people might think if you post something. Just go for it. If you don't know how, with content and conversations, start with this Lead Generation Bootcamp that I'll guide you through in a couple of weeks' time. It'll be really helpful. Okay. But don't just sit on social media and wait for it to happen. You need to start conversations as well, which is the ICQ strategy: intention, compliment, question. You don't have to message people and say, hey, join my business, or do you want to buy my product? You need to connect with more people as a human being a human before a marketer first, and then the business stuff will go from there. Okay. So you're making total sense. Well, I'm making total sense to Donna. So thank you, Donna, for letting me know I'm making sense. I just wanted to share a little bit, about what I've been through, how I'm feeling, where I'm going, where my discipline is and my motivation is, and how I can help you guys as well. So stay tuned. Join me live in a couple of days' time so you can get the information for the boot camp. And don't forget, through the month of September, my VIP program is open for expressions of interest for a start date of 1st of October. If you're looking for more accountability, mentorship, guidance, somebody to guide you with your content, your conversations, and all the rest of it, then just reach out for that information and we can see if you're a good fit. Okay. So thank you for joining me. It's good to be back. I will see you live, not tomorrow, but the next day. Bye.